Good morning, everybody on the stream and off the stream, and to Paul and Christopher and Uncle John here with me in the studio. Okay, guys, continue. You can now talk again. I just wanted to do the introduction. Go for it. Speak to each other. Well, don't repeat anything. That's a waste of energy. Just, go for the next step. Good morning, Captain Geo. Hmm. Oh, okay, that's awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Ooh, okay. Oh goodness. Well, what you do is you climb once you're above 10,000 and everything looks good and you're on the autopilot. You mute yourself. While you're on push to talk. We won't even know the difference. And you just go. Close your eyes. Go. Let it fall where it wants to. It's just let it go. Right. You know what? Haven't even checked whether my flight from yesterday was accepted. I assume it would be, but I need to go check. This website is its old slow self. Completed legs 41. Hey, morning. Who's that? Who's that? Ooh, you're very loud. Let me just bring you down a little bit. Okay, there you go. No, it's not your fault. It's me compensating for my trying, and you were not here when he was talking. So, okay, there we go. All right. It says that I have. You know what? I never logged that flight. We were on such a buzz last night again. I never logged that flight. Hmm. That's a bummer. I'm gonna have to log it now. Ay, 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 ay. Um, Pirate. Check this, check this, check this. So this is the new tracker software. It says that I was on at 1400 Zulu and I was off at 1800 Zulu. That's wrong. They need to change the labels. That's off. That's on. That's when you landed. That's when you took off. That's weird, man. Take a screenshot. I'll pass it on to the boss. Hold on. It's possible. I'm just typing to Denton quickly. Hold on. I just need to get this off to him So you can have a look there, because surely this is a mistake. Let's put that there. Oh, hang on, guys, hang on. I've just also noticed something else. I'm an idiot, sorry. Your voices are now live on stream. I never opened your voices. Sorry, apologies. Departure time.
One except 39, 37.
Then you do that with a step climb, sir. You have to burn your fuel at 37, then if that's allowed, and then at some point in time do your step climb. Right, well, coming back to you, Captain Joe, I don't have the luxury of a frappuccino and some fruits, but I've got some, I don't know, some cheap crisps. We call them chips, you call them crisps. So I've got that. I don't have anything to drink. Once I'm in there, I'm gonna go fetch some coffee and all these nice things. But yeah, so far so good. Morning, Saber. Good morning. Right, let's move the IVAO flight plan to that screen. Okay, so I need to log on to IVAO now. There we go. Alright, now I need to check my values and things. Alright, so we have 62.7 and 62.7. You know what? I'm just thinking out loud now. With STKP, the whole streaming setup was set up so I can just press a button and throw it on the screen. I don't have something like that set up for the browser. Let me quickly go do that. Browser source, add a new source. We'll call that Edge because that's the browser. Add the source. No, that's wrong. We don't want that. We want a window, not a browser. Window capture. There we go. And create a new one. Edge, because right now you guys can't see what I'm doing on the other screen. There you go. That's the one. Capture that. Right. Hmm. That writing is very small, okay, but can you guys read it? Anybody on the stream, if you can just say thumbs up, yes, no, whatever. I mean, is that good enough? I hope you can read that. On a mobile, you're definitely going to struggle, but if you're on a PC or a Mac or, big screen, it should be fine. Flight X, the same goes for UKOO. You need the scenery. You need to add the scenery in your X-plane. You need to rescan the scenery in your ACARS. If it still doesn't work, just do a manual PIREP. It's messing up my display if I zoom, but at least you'll be able to read it. but it's not ideal. It is not ideal. Okay, so we've got 62.7. Let's just have a look, see, fuel is 9.8. Okay, so that has been done. Okay, you see now, if I do that, it's terrible. Where am I going? We want that. Don't just click, brother, don't just click. Okay, right, so.
My
No.
system's just crashed to the desktop.
Oh. Why?
I'm going to have a look at the log file.
Well then, Saber, just do a manual pirate. Nothing we can do about it. There's obviously an issue in the main core system which is not related to our system. You know, we can only do what we can do. Dispatch information. Block fuel. That's fine. That's done. Right, let's look at the reserves. Total reserves. We'll make it 2.9. Cost index 40. I've never flown with long range cruise, by the way. I've never tried it. I'm not going to do it now, but one day I'll figure it out. Right, so let's go to this thing again. Cruise altitude is 33, but that's just the step. So we can go to 350. That'll be cool. 350 will be the ultimate. Okay. Oh yes, then 293 at 11. Good morning, Hendrik. Hello, Steve. Alright, so guys, for your information, this is 49, version 49 and RC 2.2. And the difference between yesterday's model and today's model is just better VNAV speed, I think Zibo said.
Please report this to Laminar Research. Saying it's an out of range vector.
For what?
There's 4 lines. It is thread vital. The thread is limited. Thread is main thread XP create GUI plug in window. Please report this to Laminar Research. C. Jenkins design trigger course code engine plugins glue XP Calibax CPP 1769.
Uncle John, I don't know what that means. Send me the log file, then I can read it when I'm in the air, and then we can talk about it. But I mean, it's weird. I don't know. So anyway, rule, that's fine. Fly with in STKP, that's fine. Luke, the only way not to fall asleep is lots of coffee and lots of talking. You know, as long as people keep me busy. Yeah, I like that answer, Hendrik. That's a good one. As long as people keep me busy, I'm kind of here. But I actually zone out. I sometimes work while I'm streaming, you know, and then I kind of just keep an eye on this on the aircraft. But it doesn't happen that often. I prefer if we just talk together, and even if it's talking nonsense, as long as it's, you know, adult friendly. Well, sorry, child friendly and not adult material kind of a thing, and no swearing and things like that, because Google frowns upon that. Then you lose your monetization on the stream. You know, it's kind of a silly thing. But anyway, yeah, and coffee. Um, But usually, I must be honest with you, we don't really fly these long flights. It is crazy to fly 3 and 4 hours for me. I'm not made for it. I've got friends who exclusively fly long haul. Don't know what they do, but I prefer the 1 and 2 hour flights, you know, because then you're busy the whole time and you have to plan and think the whole time. You know, it's these long 4 hour flights and 3 hour flights that are mindless that can drive you to fall asleep here. Uncle John, just send me that file coming back to you. Let's have a look, because I don't know what that's about.
Last 4 lines down the bottom, Nico.
Yeah, well, that's always the case, but we'll have to see. Okay, so our first step climb is 330, then 35. Well, we don't need to step climb because it's taken 35, so we're going to go for 35. Then we need to get the information here. I changed nothing. This is default, Hendrik. You can set the brightness there on that knob, you see there. But I didn't change anything. I just fly it as Zibo gives it to me. Make sure your HDR display settings are on in the explain display settings, because that's usually the thing that catches a lot of people.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello. Hendrik, I'll show you now. Uncle John, do you by any chance have your world traffic still enabled?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, disable that. That's it. That's what's causing it. It's world traffic. World traffic seems to struggle like hell to handle a wind change. We've discussed this many times, and that log clearly says there was a wind change. The moment the wind changed, your system went for a ball of spit, because that world traffic thing, whatever you call it, whatever the name is, it can't handle that. It just bombs.
Traffic global.
Yeah, that thing. Switch it off.
Switched off. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so here we go. Hendrik, this is it. If you go to your explain settings, visual effects, you see there high HDR. That needs to be on. If that is not on, the cockpit and all the lighting and things will not work as Zibo intended them to work. So that's the one setting I see a lot of guys miss. Alright, so with all my babble and checking and stories, I haven't done much. Let me get my volume back up so I can actually hear what's going on here. And there we go. I'm starting my APU, guys, and then I still have to do my AU planning, and then we can go. I can go at least.
Righto, I'm going to push then, if that's all right.
Yes, sir. Please enjoy yourself. Yeah, I know the guys get frustrated when they can't see properly, but like I said, that HDR thing is usually the the difference. Airport information. We are landing at an altitude of 319. Okay. We'll make it 300. Let's get our hydraulics on, air into the cabin. Closing all the doors and better pushback.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Yeah, look, you mustn't sit and do nothing. That's when you fall asleep. Watch a video, do some work. Like I said, I do work behind the scenes. What I've been doing the last couple of flights is I've been loading flights into the VA, you know, and that's a boring job on its own. Yesterday I finished all the official routes in North America. So, you know, the trick is keep yourself busy. And then the other thing is talk, you know. There's no reason why you guys cannot chat while I'm flying, you know. Put it on screen, get people involved. Like I said, just keep it clean, you know, and keep it semi on topic. We don't want to talk politics, we don't want to talk religion, we don't want to talk any controversial nonsense. All we want to do is just have some fun. If you have a, you know, a question or you know, something related to the Zibo, the flying, the flight sim, things like that, it's usually good topics to sit and talk about. You know, it keeps the brain going. All right, I'm gonna call pushback, and oh yes, I need to do my AU quickly.
Ground to cockpit,
I'll
tow is
call
driving
him
up.
so long, doesn't matter. All right, we've got that all set up. Then let's go check this automatic unicorn thing.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Looks like W3. Taking. Which runway are you taking, Paul?
20 center.
Okay. Yeah, see, actually, I can see your aircraft label there. You're on the other side. Makes sense. Cool. Alright, so that's automatic unicorn taken care of. And let's see, display capture can come off.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
And there's Uncle John next to me. Hello, Uncle John.
Hello, I'm trying to catch up.
Starting pushback.
I'm gonna 0 right anyway.
Me too. We're next to you, so we're gonna taxi down that way, I think. I hope. And before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure completed.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Saber, which flights are you talking about?
N2.
Hey Steve, awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
N2.
Hi Ranky.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Flaps 5 set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Saber, are you still here on stream? Good morning, Amar. Lots of things happening here all of a sudden at the same time. Okay, let me get in the air, Saber. I'll show you. Those routes are already in the VA, so we don't have to put new ones. You just need to search it and find it. I'll show you shortly. Just give me a second to get there. In fact, let's do it now while I'm thinking about it, while it's fresh. Alright, so you're talking Foxtrot Zulu November Alpha to HSSK. Dyslexic again this morning. Alright, search. See, there they are. This one, it says World Tour 21. That is the built-in tour that's in the VA now. This is the flight that you need to choose because you're not flying that tour. Okay, remember we've chatted about that already. That's done. Let me just display capture so you can actually see. Sorry, there you go. Those are the routes. So I literally just searched on the departure and the arrival there. These are the routes. Do not take this one because that's part of the built-in tour. Take this flight, 1120. There you go. That's the one. And then you'll see the other one is there as well. Right, let us just fix this transponder quickly. Linda likes to play with it. Alright, and then taxi.
Taxi lights on.
Yeah, Saber, we're not going to get past the ACARS problem at all at this stage unless Nabil fixes it.
Horizontal stabilizer
stuck.
trimmer not set
And
for takeoff.
I've spoken to him. He says it's not his problem. He says it's a scenery problem. We've got the scenery. We've done everything in our power. It's his problem. I cannot make it more clearer. It's not our problem. We've done everything we can. I even went into WED. I even purposefully reassigned all the ICAOs. I made sure that I literally redesigned the scenery properly, that it will work. It works with the Zibo. There's no problem with it. It's his ACARS that's not playing the ball with us. So I don't know what to say. Hello, Flaps 15. Goeiemorgen. Just file a manual PIREP, Saber. That's all you can do. If you get a situation like that, file a manual PIREP. Alright, the next turn off will be ours after this one. Wow, Uncle John, you fast, eh?
I was determined.
Ah.
I can tidy up when I'm airborne.
Yeah. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure completed. Stabilized.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Approaching 20 right. On runway 20 right.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold.
Side flight pass.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Doodle pip.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Cheers,
Runway
Steve.
turn
Talk
off,
later.
lights off.
We're gonna fly for 3 hours, so you're welcome to pop in every now and then, check progress. Hello, Peter. Morning. We've got some weather straight ahead of us, but we're gonna turn left.
Flaps 1 set.
Let's check this thing. Let's just zoom out a little bit, and then we're gonna turn right. Okay. We're probably gonna miss the weather. Just. Let's see. That's me. Now we're gonna turn left and then turn right. I'm reckoning we're gonna go straight through the needle somewhere there. I think. Not sure. We'll see. It's a bit of a zigzag. Look at that ending. Rule, you got me. I did not pick up on that.
He said he was watching a stream about Circle to Land. That's a stream that Flight Actor Sim did a couple of days ago.
Okay, I'm not aware of that, but I also did that nice circle approach there into Corpus Christi. So in my
1000 to
mind, that
level
is
off.
what I was thinking about. I think he showed it. He could have talked about that. I'm not sure.
Well, could also
I
be possible.
yeah,
Flaps up.
I don't
Unset.
usually watch Flight Activism stuff. Every now and then I do. I mean, but I don't know about that one.
Approaching transition.
By the way, you asked me to remind you about doing a stream or something or a tutorial about that European flight planning with the new FRA stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no, we haven't gotten there yet. I think the best would be if we put something together with Sasso, because he obviously flies in them in the real world, so it can be a bit of a collaboration between the two of us. I'll have to speak to him.
Well, that would be nice.
We still need to finish the GLS training. We've been postponing it a little bit. I was kind of hoping Zibo was going to fix the LPV, that we can do that as well, but it seems that it's been put on the back burner for now until we get more better information. So I'll have to speak to Alex about that GLS first.
Approaching transition.
Nico, you're on a Venice departure, is that correct?
Oh, now you ask me such a question. Let me have a look. Memory's bad, man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Vinny 3 Foxtrot, yes.
I thought. No, it's interesting. I've been looking at the web eye that's showing the weather,
Mm.
and I'm in peril according to that. Looking at my weather radar,
There's nothing.
well, no, there's some lumpy bits coming up.
Okay.
Not in the same place, so it'd be interesting to see what
Transition
you see.
altitude.
Well,
And I've got some quite active weather at my 11 o'clock.
yeah. Paul, I've basically passed the worst of it. There are a little bit, according to WebEye, in front of me. I got nothing on my radar. So there's obviously a time delay between the two systems, and I'm not sure who's correct, who is the right one, because if I look at active sky, sorry man, if I look at active sky, you'll see the weather is actually on my left. Oh, sorry, on my right. I'm talking nonsense. Let me put that on screen quickly. So the weather in active sky has moved position compared to where it is in WebEye. So again, I don't know which one, is lagging. One of them is obviously lagging behind the other one, but I don't know. Obviously this is live weather when you look at active sky, so there you can see the weather is to our right.
I'm just wondering where the web eye gets its weather.
Oh, I don't know.
There are 2 or 3 different things going on here, aren't there?
Yeah, it's I remember in the old days, I'm not familiar with how it works now, but the FAA or NOAA, I beg your pardon, NOAA used to push weather, but they had a subscription model. If you paid for the weather, you got it faster. If you didn't pay for it, it was on like a 30-minute delay. And most of the sim add-on guys, I'm talking now a few years ago, that I knew, they obviously went for the free weather, so their weather is always like 30 minutes late, you know. So I'm not sure where we are at now. It will be interesting, Denton, if you're watching, drop us a line if you know where you get your weather from, let us know. Because I'm semi-convinced that Active Sky gets it from NOAA. Most of these guys get it from NOAA, so I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, I can see, according to WebEye, your nose is literally touching that red and orange bit.
I'm just passing the worst of it. It's on my left. So I'm in the clear, I think.
Excellent. I can see a nice build-up of weather now in front of me, according to Active Sky, but there's still nothing on the radar. That is one thing that we've always said that Zibo needs to fix up, is a good weather radar for us. Maybe one day.
Oh, with the tilty business.
Yes, tilty and gain.
It's called.
Yeah, tilt up, tilt down, the gain, all these things, Guys, while this aircraft is climbing, I am going to fetch myself some coffee and something. So give me 5 minutes or so. I'll be back. You guys on Discord, keep the fort, please.
Will do. Okay, who's on here? Hey, ridiculous. Morning, Mark.
Well, cool.
You sound full of beans this morning, sir.
Well, I'm not going to
You've broken up there, mate.
I said I'm not going to promise to stay awake until the end of this flight, put it that way.
I was saying earlier we were doing a little bit more polishing with the VA yesterday evening with a fairly late finish. You didn't carry on after I went, did you?
I haven't fell asleep yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been one of those nights.
Shame.
Can you believe I killed my cat today?
I am back.
What approach are you doing, Rico?
What approach?
Si, senor.
The Bravo Echo Romeo Uniform 1 Alpha. Beru 1 Alpha. That's best
Runway 13.
Yes, with a no loop transition.
Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Are you getting a steep descent warning after Nolub?
Paul, I got 2 steep descent warnings. I did not read them.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
Would you do me a favour, Nico, and have a look at the arrival chart for me, and specifically the altitude restriction at Nolub?
Okay, Paul. Sorry, I'm eating rusks. So
Yeah, don't worry. You chew on your rusks,
Mm.
but it looks like they've missed a couple of lines out. If they mean that 4,500 to be a hard altitude, there are no lines. So it's a bit odd.
It's weird. So let's go to our FMC and let's see what the legs page tell us. Nolub. Nolub is 4,500 and above according to the FMC. So the FMC knows that about that restriction.
Yeah.
A drawing anomaly, it seems. Eagle Eye. Give me a second. I'll give you a link to the video where I explain how to do that. There you go. There's the video I made about it, so you can just follow along. You're going to need to get yourself a little nav map and then just follow the video. I teach you there how to do it. It's rather nice having it, I must be honest. It's just good for visual reference. It's nice to see the 3 aircraft flying one behind the other. So cute. Thank you guys for flying with Uncle John and Paul. It's nice to have you here, by the way.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it's good.
Which tour are you going to do after this, Nico?
I want to do this African tour thing in the Skymatix VA that I put together. I won't stream all the legs, you know. There are some of those legs that are also rather long, one or two of them, and long streams like this, the only reason I'm doing them right now is because it was a goal I set out to do, to finish the IVAO network, IVAO network IFR 2021 tour, and to have it on record. But it's long, man, and some of these legs that are coming, it's going to be excruciatingly long. You know,
That's why I asked Nico.
yeah, it's literally, I'm just streaming this to have it on record. The last time I did a IFR tour, which I got a badge for, I mean, we didn't have YouTube in the same form and way. I was not streaming, I wasn't making videos or anything, so there's no record of it except a little badge. And I just thought, oh, you know what, why don't we just, you know, do it for posterity, for keepsake, you know, just have some record of it. But I'm not gonna follow in this footsteps soon again.
Okay, I'll be slow on the legs then, because I'm going to do the first leg of that inauguration tour.
Okay. Yeah, just don't finish it. Don't fly the last flight.
No.
We still want to get that competition thing going where we can get a little badge or something designed by the community. Max got a badge already. He'd love to use it. So if we don't get to do the competition, we'll do it for the next one, you know, so.
Oh, that's why, okay.
So we'll see.
It wasn't my intention to do the tour very quick, but just the first leg to try to find out what the best way to do it is. So much information in those in that VA, unbelievable.
Yep, and you must check the new one that's coming. You saw yesterday. I know you were watching. It is just gonna get better and better.
Yeah, it's very nice. In the meantime, I found out how to download
I'm starving.
in a quick and easy
A
way
pie and a
those
beer, maybe.
Orthos 4XP. You can preview the params, or you can preview in the preview section. You know. You can use the source OSM first.
Okay.
So you can see the
destination. Yeah, that's fine.
Destination, the real destination, and there you know where to be, and you can just put a tile on it, and if you change it to the other view, the tile is still there.
Excellent.
It's nice to know for people searching to be searching for those orthos and the way to put it in.
Yes, Owen, you had me confused for a while, and when you explained that you needed to be very accurate because you were putting the custom zoom squares into the.
Oh yeah, that was the reason. Yeah, thank you, Mac. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, that was the reason.
Yeah, when you couldn't locate one enormous tile, I thought there must be something wrong with you, but obviously there wasn't. It was the zoom level 17s and 18s that you were trying to be accurate with, so that's when I understood.
So you were nearly there, Paul.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
So you were nearly there. You nearly knew what was wrong with me.
Yes, close. Well, I could speculate, but I won't do that publicly.
But it is an easy way, to look at that OSM first.
Yeah, but you're obviously doing it in a very special and unique way. What I do is I simply, instruct the system to run everything at zoom level 16 until you get 10 nautical miles from an airport, and then it switches over automatically to 17, and that's good enough for me. You obviously want a different level of the production, so fair enough, but I've never thought of doing it the way you're doing it now, ever.
I'm trying to remember back when I built tiles in that way. I don't seem to remember having any difficulty finding the airports, though. You know,
yeah, but in South Africa, it's very hard because it's dry. The land is very dry. So when you have that radar view, yeah, you really can't see them.
Right. And Nico, I really must congratulate you on your use of the word excruciating earlier. Absolutely marvellous.
Oh yeah, just because I'm an African doesn't mean I grew up in the sticks. You know, we had some of the sticks, but we got out of some of the sticks too. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, no, it's
No, you sometimes say your English isn't very good. Well, that's cobblers.
yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I try. For the rest, I have you. That is just so marvelous. Thank you. My wife came to me yesterday. She was so angry. The marketing department of their multi-million-dollar business, these marketing people cannot spell to save their lives, and now they figured out she can. So they keep on sending all their marketing material to her, and she needs to proofread it. And she had a fight about the word sunshine and the usage of the word sunshine, when it's one word and when it's two words. It was so funny. But even I knew that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's your current altitude, Nico?
350
Thank you.
on the standard QNH. What level are you flying, Paul?
Currently 350, and my optimum is moved up to 366, so shortly I'll be stepping up to 37.
Okay, cool.
What you told us, Nico, what you programmed, tiles, what was it? Zoom level 16?
Yeah.
The app was 17?
Yes.
Is that also in your stream of Auto?
Yes, it is. It's part of that 3-episode tutorial. It's in there.
I will look into that once more. Thank you.
Yep.
Next week I will buy a very big hard drive, so I will redo all my tiles from all over the... No.
If you look at my screen, are you watching my stream?
Just a second. Yes, watching.
Alright. You'll see here your cover extent. I've set it to 10 nautical miles. higher zoom level at airports is obviously true. So once the tiles get to within 10 miles of an airport, it automatically goes to 17. So it's literally those 3 boxes at the top. They need to be on. And you can set that range however you want it. And it will automatically step up. You can set that to 18 or 19 or whatever. Problem with the higher resolutions, 18 and 19, not all the areas are really covered with them. Your best coverage is still found at 17.
And where is it shown that the others are 16?
There, on the first page there. That's the default zoom level for all the tiles. So you set that on the first page. This you go to your spanner and screwdriver and you set those 3. And then the other thing that we've discovered is this overpass server. For some reason, during some time during the day, these things are switched on and off, or they're blocking you or something. So I've learned to put this setting here at the bottom to random, because then literally it goes hunting. So if it can't find one of the servers, it goes to the next one, goes to the next one. So there's 4 options there, and so far I haven't had a timeout on creating the overpass or using the overpass servers, because by setting random it literally hunts for the one that works. And that's not, this setting is not in my videos. I didn't know about it until 2-3 weeks ago. I discovered that one. I was just getting frustrated because some of the tiles would download and some wouldn't, and then there's timeouts and this problem, that problem, and then I figured it's this. That's it. And then it's point and click.
Yes, okay, thank you. Another lesson learned.
Hmm.
So Paul,
Yes, sir.
look at my stream then. It's detail level 19.
You're not streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming now.
Okay, gotcha.
See that?
Yeah, hold still for a minute. You're a little bit blurry. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can see where people have walked across that grass and water path.
Even, huh?
Yeah. It's very good.
Does it take a lot of frame rates, Erwin?
Yeah, I don't really have problems with that. It's 60. Frame rate is 60, 62.
Not bad.
And the view area is 80%. But yeah, in fact, it has something to do with your system, of course, at the zoom level. Huh? A lot of water here in South Africa, Nico. In Namibia. Windhoek.
Oh, and sorry, I was listening with half an ear. My wife just phoned me from the pharmacy with a query. So just say again what you said about this area.
I just told you it was very wet. It's very wet here. A lot of water.
In town, yes, but once you start leaving town, depending on whether you go south or north, north you'll get the bushveld, the south you get the desert. So it depends on where you actually go from there.
Around the airfield, I mean.
Yeah, no, I can see there's lots of water there.
A few lakes there.
Yeah.
Probably why they built the town there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, the town is not there. Windhoek itself is not here.
No, that's part of it. What else do you think is that?
This is a part of it, of course.
Mm.
It's not Windhoek itself, is it?
Yeah, well, that's part of Windhoek. It is Windhoek itself. It's literally,
okay.
It's part of the city.
Standard airport?
Yeah, that's Johannesburg. If you want a better rendition, take the TDG free one
This
from the
is Johannesburg. This
I
is not
know.
Windhoek, this is
I see.
Johannesburg.
This is
Ah,
Johannesburg.
you saw that already.
Yeah, told you. Yeah.
I thought it was Windhoek.
No, that's Joburg. The moment I saw the airport, I saw the difference. But grab the TDG free version from the org for FIOR. Fixes that thing up nicely.
Oh yeah, okay.
Krister, page 4 of the progress page. So right there, click page back. And then you put 0.1 and click on that button over there and it will change the RNB.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Nico, I'm watching your stream and I saw you guys were busy talking about the Ortho for XP. Just a question for you with regards to the Orthos. I see in the some heaven scenery packages, you've got what is it here? Let me just have a look again. You've got some heaven Europe, some heaven America, Australia, Africa.
Yeah.
When you use your custom source, I saw you were using the default source for the Earth nav data in your Ortho. Would it make a difference if you have the sceneries installed from some heaven and using their Earth nav data for those particular regions?
Well, I've used them when the default ones didn't work, so that was my way of getting out of the twang there, you know, so it worked for me. I'm not sure in terms of, you know, the currency, you know, in terms of dates, you know, which one is newer and better. I don't know. I didn't really play around with it much, but the Faroe Islands, for instance, I used the different mesh, and I think that's also where I used the other OSM stuff from SimHaven. But that's a particular, that was a crisis we couldn't get past because we just couldn't make the authors for the Faroe Islands in the normal way. I've tried it once or twice with the Allpilot X mesh as well. That works better, that, you know, but the SimHaven stuff, I don't know. Apart from that one time, I can't even recall using it again. I don't even have it installed in my system right now.
Yeah, because for most of the mesh levels that Alpilot has covered, I use those on my orthos. But I mean, he doesn't have any mesh for Africa or Australia. So when I create tiles for over there, I use the SimHaven meshes.
I don't know. Look, I use the default ones in South Africa and Africa. Just according
That's
to my
from
settings.
X-Plane, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't have a problem using just the default stuff. Mainly, usually.
Nico.
Owen, sorry, forgot my mic was muted. I'm busy speaking to Peter, and Peter didn't hear me even. Let me just quickly speak to Peter there. Peter, you need to set up and calibrate your aircraft and your X-plane according to the calibration mentioned in my Zibo install guide. You need to cancel the ripple on the pods in your controllers, and it's all in there. And the wife's ringing again. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Owen, talk to me.
Yeah, I don't feel the pressure, Nico, because when we're here, we're not in a hurry. Huh?
That's fine.
Did you find out that I mixed things through? I thought I saw Johannesburg. I thought I saw Windhoek, but it was
Yes.
Johannesburg.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was searching for Windhoek, and I was searching for Johannesburg in the TDG. But in that TDG list, because it's a collection of airports,
Yeah.
Is there a way to search in that forums for explain in a quick way?
Yes, look at my screen. I'll show you the trick. I'm gonna put it up now. Give me a second.
Nice.
Okay, so there's the browser. Tell me when you can see it.
Oh wait, you're gone. Yeah, I see you.
Alright, so what you do is you type in X space plane space
Yeah.
FAOR. And that's
Yeah.
how you find anything in the org forum. You cannot search that org forum. That search is broken as hell, or I don't understand it. It's impossible. There you go. First hit.
Yeah.
FAOR. There you go. TDG. That's it. First
Yeah,
hit.
I found that trick in the meantime as well, but I thought in that TDG scenery, I thought it was
no, to use this search facility, I don't know. God only knows how this search facility works. I gave up on it long time ago. I don't know. It's much easier to just Google it from the outside and then go in. Much easier.
Yeah.
And that's
I thought there was a way to search in that TDG collection.
No.
Okay, thanks.
Peter, you say you're in Discord now, are you? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see you. There you go. There you are.
Yeah.
All right. If you go to your settings, I'm gonna zoom in there now. Hardware, throttle noise lock. That one. See, mine is already at 7. This is like putting a capacitor on the line. It takes the ripples out. All right. So if you've got any noise on your pods, that's the first thing that you need to set.
Ah, okay. Didn't
Okay.
that one before. That's great.
Yeah. Then 80 engage lock throttle. That needs to be set. Okay. Because you don't want the auto throttle to come loose. So that will. This is about the throttles. All right. Now, if you go to, oh, went too far. If you go to, no, it's not this one. Calibration. There's calibration. There's your actual joystick pitch, roll, and your pedals for your. These have to all be 0. You need to lift these numbers at the end until this becomes stationary. Until such time as you've got 0, 0, 0. Then you get the ripple out. If I move, oh, sorry, now my mouse is over it. Look, you see that? It's me moving the yoke. I'm rolling it now. Okay? There I'm pushing and pulling. Now what happens is if your pods are dirty or worn, that number will not stay stationary like this. This obviously means my joystick is new and fresh and works perfectly. And then what you do to edit it out is you lift these numbers. You know, just click on it until it goes up, 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 until that stops. The moment this stops, the Zibo is not going to disconnect anything or behave weirdly because it's getting a noise effect from the controllers. So those first two settings and these ones, very important.
Ah, okay. I got you. So it's the noise effect of the controllers. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
The earth is so beautiful.
Yeah, but very soft, Saber. Let me boost you a bit. Try again.
Yes, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're very soft, but I'll just concentrate a bit. How are you doing, Saber?
Good morning, sir. Can you hear properly right now?
Yes, now it's good.
Nice. I'm okay, sir. So thank you. I want to just to explain properly this situation what I had.
Okay.
Because probably you didn't understand me at morning.
I'm sure I didn't understand everything, but I tried to answer what I did understand.
Yes, maybe my English it's like you know, weird.
Don't worry.
To explain. Right now I'm in Eckers software. So I've chosen the department arrival from that leg. Let me show you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in your stream. You need to focus on the right screen.
Can you watch my screen?
I'm trying, but you're showing me a blue screen with a little smiley face from Discord. You're not showing me anything.
Oh, he's streaming, Nico. We can see it. It's UCO to UGTB.
Okay, hold on. Let me try and connect again, because there's like 2 buttons then for you for some reason. Okay, I've got it. UKOO. Okay, UKOO, you're going to have to put the manual pirate, because even, look, I put the scenery in there from the org, and I was able to use it, alright? I haven't gone back there, but something changed in the ICARs in the last month that has now basically made it unusable. So it doesn't help we fight about it or cry about it. It's just one of those things. The ICARs doesn't know about this airport, and we can't tell it. It's only the creator, it's only Nabil that can tell it that it's there.
Yes, you told me like you just have to download, I mean, the Echo Airport scenery. So I've downloaded.
And you installed it, and you are standing there. I mean, it's, let me just go to my add-on airports. Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, I've got it, but, and it worked for me at that time. did I remove it now? UKOO. That would be Odessa.
So it gives an error when you start, okay.
Did you rescan your scenery and did you save it after you rescanned it?
Yes, I rescanned and as well as I open it by that one X organizer.
Okay, no, then, like I said, it means that this ICAR needs to be fixed. And Nabil yesterday said to me it's my scenery, and I said to him it's his ICARs, because it worked. I mean, I've got it on video. I can show you on video. It's been recorded on video that both HSSK and UKOO worked for me. And all I did was I added the scenery from the org, rescanned and saved the scenery in the ICARs. And subsequently, there's been like 20 updates to the ICARs, and one of those updates broke it.
Yeah, that must be the case, yeah.
That's all it is. There's no other way. I say I've removed that scenery again, because I mean, I don't fly there a lot, so it's gone. I need to go find it again. Let's see if I can find it here.
So even I've chosen free dispatch, that one, in Skymatix VA, it doesn't allow as well.
Yeah, well, that's even more proof that the problem is in the back end. It's not on the front end where we operate and what we use. This is most definitely a problem that only Nabil can fix.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Sasso.
Good morning, Pilot Sasso. Morning.
Morning.
Saber, I've sent you a private message. That's the Odessa that I used. And the moment I put that in, rescanned everything, it just worked. You know, if it doesn't work again after a rescan, after putting it in, I swear, the only thing I can do is show Nabil my videos. That's all that's left, because he basically said it's our problem, not his. And it's not our problem. We can't fix this.
Yeah, I will see so I can fix it.
Otherwise, put the manual pirate. That's the easiest way to get past the problem. Don't stare into the wall and think you can't get past it. Just fly your flight, make your necessary notes, fill it in. I'll accept the pirate. Easy as that.
Yes, I flown that one. The from H Hotel 00 Kilo, that one in Khartoum airport to Egypt. So I did it in IVAO, but it doesn't accept it in acres.
Yeah,
so I
so
can't show
close ACARs, pretend it doesn't exist. Use the information that you wrote down and file a manual pirate. That's all you do. That's all you do.
The manual one I made the bit. I can show you.
Okay, let me get back to your stream. Okay, well there it is. Yeah, but that's just a bid. I'm talking about filing the pirate. I mean, you have to physically go to the flight on the website and then click to create the pirate. You can't do it from the ACARs. Close ACARs.
I'll explain to Nico.
All right.
We'll go to a separate room, Saber. I'll explain.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So.
Go to the training room. I'll come there.
Okay, update time. 353 nautical miles for top of descent.
$255.
Only 55.
401.
You spoke over each other. Sorry, Paul, say again?
255.
255, okay.
400.
Okay. I think it's snack time. Let me go fetch some snacks. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Back.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up to 390 here.
No, I was thinking the same, Paul. I'm at maximum 384 at the moment.
I've actually noticed with these long flights, hey Paul, you very seldom get up to there unless you have a very light load. If you had like 160 packs, you probably would make it. If you fully load this aircraft, it will never climb to 39. Not over this short distance. Short in brackets, obviously. Hey Peter Martin, good morning. While I'm sitting here doing nothing and eating my crisps, I'm gonna start putting this thing together. Let's see. Configure for the descent and the landing. 128. 128. Right. Intercept altitudes 2000. Right. Auto brake. What's that? Airport runway length. Let's see. Yeah, we can use 3. Others will have to backtrack, so we'll use 3. So has he left? Yeah, let's see.
So Nico.
Yeah.
That's Vaur. That's Vaur, and the airport I showed you was Vaur, and it was the TBM, TBR,
TDG.
TDG, TDG scenery.
Okay.
But Windhoek, is that also a TDG?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've got add-on scenery for Windhoek. Okay.
I didn't find any.
Peter Martin. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, so Saber filed those pirates.
Okay, cool. I'll go have a look now. Peter Martin. Well, you've got the time to ask questions and we can debate it a little bit. If we look at what you're doing or not doing, maybe we can figure out something. So feel free to explain what the problem is, and then obviously we'll have a look at when I do my approach, and then we'll see. SK-san, that's true. You can look in the report. It will tell you what you're doing wrong. But there's also another way of looking at this. I just had to finish my chippies quickly. Right, Peter, let's look at some tips, just some observations. So what I'm going to do is I obviously go to the legs page, and then I find my final approach fix. In this case, it's Foxtrot 13, FF13. I put it in the scratch pad by clicking there. Then I go to my fix. Okay. So I'm just going to continue talking just through it, then we'll see. Right, so I'm going to put it into the fix page, and then I'm going to do the /7/5 and /3. The reason we do this specific procedure is to get the guys to be stable before the glide slope intercepts, usually. There are approaches at some airports where it goes a bit wonky, but this is the general rule of thumb. So 7 miles, 5 miles, and 3 miles from there, we're going to do flaps 1, and then we're going to do up to flaps 5 after that. Then we're going to do gear down flaps 15 at 5 nautical mile ring, and at 3 we have to be fully configured landing flaps, so it will be 30 or 40 depending on what you configured. I use flaps 30, so that is going to give us the rings that you guys can see faintly there in the distance. What I found when I teach the guys to use this in the beginning, obviously, and as you get more affay with it, you can go and do high speed approaches and other fancy things, but this is good to make sure you get stable. Then all we do is we follow that example. When we hit each ring, we'll go for the different flap settings and the gear down. And honestly, you should be stable. There shouldn't be much complaint about approaches. Then obviously, once you have landed and you want to see the approach rating, what you did wrong, that will tell you in that little block over there. Once it goes active, you can click on it. And then it's just going to be a matter of practice, you know. Figure it out, land properly, and that's all, you know. But we'll see. We'll work through it.
It must be a Peter thing, because my landings can be very different from minus 150 till minus 600.
Yeah. It's difficult to say if you don't have a video to see the thing. Speed is important, you know, all these things. Captain Geo, I do that for the initial approach fix because that will ensure that you are fully configured for landing before glide slope or glide path intercept. Okay, if you fly an ILS, you see the speed window on the MCP, that's all computer controlled right now, it's blanked out. The moment the glide slope or the glide path becomes active, that speed window opens, and then the pilot in command is responsible for turning the knob. Now for novices and for people just learning or enhancing their skills, they don't want the added stress of having to worry about setting speeds. Now, as you get more familiar with it, obviously it becomes second nature. It's just habit, and it's like driving a car. I mean, how many times do you think of stepping on the clutch to change the gears if you've got a manual shift? It becomes second nature. It's habit. But for the new guys, and if the guys are struggling, this is a great tip to keep this out of their thoughts, because everything that you do not concentrate on or takes away your concentration is added effort. So why do it? And that's the reason we use the final approach fix. Sasso, in the real world, obviously he still does this now. Before, he would use the runway threshold, for instance. Instead of the final approach fix, he puts the runway in there, so it will use the threshold. So his intervals are a little bit different because I can't remember what it is. Just for argument's sake, let's say it's 8, 4, and 2, you know. And that's because he, sorry?
10, 4, 2.
10, 4, and 2. You see, so there's different ways of doing it, but he's obviously flying it in the real world. You know, he does it every day. So, you know, for us guys, it's ideal when you know what you do and you've got the experience. But don't go and try that just from the word go, because you know there's just too much to take into account to be stable, to land, and all those things. So we'll use this procedure and we'll see how far we get. So if we zoom in here, you can see those legs. So all you got to do is remember flaps 1 and up to 5. There's gear down, flaps 15, and there is configure. So by the time you get there, you should be ready to land.
we got approach online?
Negative, that's for a different airport, Uncle John.
Okay, thank you.
We just got center, guys. Good morning, Chris. There goes the crisps again. Let's go talk to this guy. Rudolph, okay. Just as I wanted to speak to him, he calls me. Good day, Center, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, you can control hello, scope 5401.
5401, Skymatix 001.
Good day, Center Skymatix 003. 003, hello, scope 5402. 5402. 001, disregard my first fact, proceed direct Tavit, maintain flight level 350.
Who is that for, sir? Please repeat.
001, disregard my first fact. You are radar identified, proceed Tavit, and maintain flight level 350.
Stand by, please. David, where the hell is that?
Ujung radar parameter 5171, arrival 1752.
5171, Ujung control, hello. Confirm you're on the VOA runway 17 or the RNP?
I don't have such a, unless I hear him incorrectly, I don't have such a waypoint.
5171, roger, stand by.
Center, could you give us our direct to in phonetic alphabet, please? I do not think I've got that waypoint.
Who is calling?
Ujung Radar Indonesia 674, selamat sore, releasing all from established clock laser 03.
674, report final runway 03.
Again, final duty 674.
Parameter 5171, descent 3000, you accelerate the approach.
To send him a text message. I don't know, the one that I think I hear he say.
15, parameter 5171.
I guess that's runway 17 in Komodo.
Runway 17, parameter 5171.
Center Skymatix 003, request descent, please.
Skymatix 003, descent flight level 180.
Descent 180, Skymatix 003.
Good morning, Santa. Skymatix 047 with you.
Passing flight level, passing 7,000 feet.
Indonesia 456, region control, hello. Reduce speed 180 knots, expect RNT approach runway 17, descent 3,000 feet.
Oh, so he's changed the runway. I don't know if it's for us or for the other guy.
Indonesia
We'll see.
456 reduced to 180 and descent 3,000 feet. And can we holding over Banco, sir, due to give separation due to traffic?
Okay, 456 super, thank you. Maintain 5,000, hold over Banco, and call me back once ready to start the approach.
Okay, hold on Banco, 5,000 feet, call you when leaving Indonesia 456.
Census, Skymatix 047.
WADL.
Ujung Indonesia 674, final 03, 9 mile.
674, clear to land runway 03, wind 100 degrees 8 knots.
Wind copy, clear to land 03, Indonesia 674.
Ujung control November 451, Papa Delta inbound for correction inbound Odasi and
November 451, Papa Delta, Ujung control, hello, stroke 5404.
again for November Papa Delta.
Skymatix 047, Tower, Center. Skymatix 047, Center, hello, stroke 5405. 5405.
Ujung Papa Oscar Hotel, maintaining 7,000 inbound Purwodadi.
Papa Oscar Hotel, Ujung control, hello. Can you proceed, correction, you are proceeding to which waypoint?
We are proceed to Purwodadi, sir.
Papa Kilo Oscar Hotel, roger.
Ujung Hotel 31 Mike Yankee at 7,000 feet, and we are proceed to Purwodadi.
Hotel 31 Mike Yankee, Ujung control identified.
Skymatix 003, I'm expecting a Berug 1 Alpha for ILS 13 at Lombok. Please confirm that that's fine.
Skymatix 003, affirm that's fine. When Alpha arrival, direct no loop, expect ILS runway 13. Descent 8,000 feet, standby QNH.
Descend 8,000 feet, direct no loop, Skymatix 003.
Skymatix 003, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, Skymatix 003.
Parameter 5171, final runway 17.
5171, clear to land runway 17, no wind.
Clear to land runway 17, parameter 5171. Ujung control, Papa Kilo Delta Romeo uniform is direct to Surakarta at flight level 10,000 going to flight level 5,000.
That's high.
Alpha Kilo Delta Romeo Uniform, Region Control, hello, your radar identified.
That's space.
Report over Surakarta.
Report reaching Surakarta, sir. Papa Kilo Delta Romeo Uniform.
Ujung control Batik 6231, proceed direct Mawa, flight level 330.
Crester, it's the ATC. Some of these guys have got horrible ATC voices coming through on the channel, so it's not me talking.
Expect guarantee runway 17, Batik 6231.
Indonesia 674, vacation runway, taxi monitoring and leave frequency, bye-bye.
This guy's never come back to me about that direct do.
Skymatix 003, descent 4,500 feet, QNH 1008, cleared Nolu by LS runway 13.
Descent 4,500 feet, QNH 1008, cleared ILS runway 13.
Ba ba ba.
Ujung Hotel 31 Mike Yankee, request direction to Surakarta.
Mike Yankee, you are VFR, that's at your own convenience, and stand by for further instructions.
Hey Papino, welcome.
Ujung Hotel 31 Mike Yankee, request direction to Surakarta.
Mike Yankee, that's approved. Confirm your flight rules.
Hello, Mako.
VFR, sir. Hello, Mike Yankee.
Okay, Mike Yankee, because your flight plan is telling me you are IFR, so you can proceed at your own convenience and stand by for further instructions.
Stand by. Hello, Mike Yankee.
Skymatix 001, Patin 1 Alpha, arrival direct Nulu, expect ILS runway 13.
ILS 13 via Nulup, and let me just check that arrival, please.
Ujung November Papa Delta, request direction, correction, inbound Purwodadi, request direction to Surakarta.
Roger, report over Surakarta.
We have Peru 1 Alpha on the approach, Skymatix 001.
Peru 1 Alpha is approximately the same, so you can proceed to this approach and report 5 miles from Nulu. Report ready for descent.
I'll report ready for descent, Skymatix 001.
Ujung Papa Oscar Hotel over Purwodadi, request direction to Surakarta.
Oscar Hotel, report over SuperChat.
Roger, sir. We are requesting the direction to Surakarta, please.
Stand by.
Roger, stand by, Papa Oscar Hotel. Ujung Indonesia 456 requesting exit hold over Bangko for continue approach runway 17.
456 cancel hold, cleared RNP approach runway 13 and descent 3000.
Exit hold, clear for RNP approach runway 17, call you established, Indonesia 45.
Ujung Hotel Mike Yankee, we already update our flight plan.
Say again?
Hotel Mike Yankee, already update our flight plan.
Mike Yankee, thank you.
Papa Oscar Hotel.
Hotel Mike Yankee, request direction to Surga.
Mike Yankee, turn left heading 240.
Left heading 240, Hotel Mike Yankee.
Papa Oscar Hotel for Jakarta, left heading 180.
Turn left heading 180, Papa Oscar Hotel. Ujung parameter 5171 on block and runway square.
5171, roger, taxi monitoring and the frequency, bye-bye.
Papa Romeo Uniform, now reaching Surakarta, request direction to Yogyakarta.
Some of these guys have got no idea how freaking loud their mics are.
Papa Romeo Uniform, turn right heading 320.
Turn right heading 320, Papa Romeo Uniform.
Pacific 6231, clear Humai to Alpha arrival. Skymatix 001, descent flight level 180.
Descent 180, Skymatix 001.
Batik 6231, Humai to Alpha arrival.
Skymatix 047, requesting a descent, expecting the NOLAB approach on runway 13.
Skymatix 047, correction, descent flight level 180, you can proceed direct to Nolo.
Continue.
Skymatix 003, clear the ILS 13. Clear for the ILS runway 13. Romeo Uniform, turn right heading 300.
The right heading 300, Papa Romeo Uniform.
Romeo Uniform, correction, disregard, maintain your present heading.
Maintain preset heading, Papa Romeo Uniform.
Indonesia 456, final 17.
Indonesia 456, clear to land, runway 17, wind calm.
Clear to land, runway 17, Indonesia 456.
Papa Romeo uniform, turn right, heading 240.
Heading 240, Papa Romeo uniform.
Batik 6231, land ready descent 6,000 feet.
When ready, descend 6,000 feet, Batik 6231.
Skymatix 003, fully established ILS, runway 13.
Skymatix 003, clear to land, runway 13, wind 110 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear to land, runway 13, Skymatix 003.
1000 to level off.
1000 to go.
Okay, ladies and gents, I'm speaking to Mako in the background, and we're talking about upgrading the VA website. So we'll have a look who's flying. If I can ask you a favor, please don't start a new flight.
Skymatix 001, continue descent 4,500 feet, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, 4,500 feet, Skymatix 001. If I can ask you a favor, please don't start a new flight right now. So we don't want a repeat of last week where things go corrupt because things are done out of sequence. Please, guys. We'll let you know when the VA is fully functioning, up and running, and then you guys can enjoy yourself again.
Skymatix 001.
001, go ahead, sir.
001, descent 4,500 feet, QNH 100X, expedite descent, please.
Are we expediting descent, Skymatix 001?
Papa Romeo uniform, airfield is in your 12 o'clock, 16 miles. Report airfield in sight, follow your information, runway 09 in use.
I know I am Kies because I'm talking to ATC.
Four 556 vacated 175 Bravo, requesting taxi to the gate, sir.
456, taxi to the gate and leave frequency, bye bye.
United, excuse you, gate operators, Indonesia 446.
Approaching transition.
Skymatix 003, taxi gate 1, 2, and lead frequency. Bye bye.
Gate 1, 2, and lead frequency. Skymatix 003.
Transition level.
Oscar Hotel, turn right, heading 240. Papa Kilo Romeo, Oscar Hotel, turn right, heading 240.
Say again for Papa Oscar Hotel.
Oscar Hotel, turn right, heading 240.
240 Papa Oscar Hotel.
Papa Romeo, uniform, do you have a field inside? Papa Kilo Delta Romeo, uniform, do you have a field inside?
Say again, Papa Romeo uniform.
Papa Romeo, uniform, do you have a field inside? Do you see the airport?
Negative, sir. Papa Romeo uniform.
Okay. November, Papa Delta, traffic information Cessna 172, 12 o'clock, 6 miles, 5,000 feet.
Ujung control, November Papa Delta, have traffic inside.
November, Papa Delta, turn right, heading 235.
Right, heading 235. November Papa Delta.
Shuey, that was an amazing fast.
Request initial altitude.
047, descent 8,000 to an H1008.
That was a fast high-speed dive, man.
Skymatix 047, 8,000, QNH 1008.
Medic 6231, continue descent 4,000.
Continue descent 4,000, Batik 6231.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
Papa Romeo, uniform airfield is in your 12 o'clock, 5 miles, report airfield in sight.
Confirm November Papa Delta.
Airfield inside Papa Romeo uniform.
Papa Romeo uniform, join and report left hand downwind runway 09er.
Yes, sir. I need to relax. It's that was a doozy.
Left and join downwind, expect 09er, Papa Romeo uniform.
Requesting further descent, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, you are cleared ILS runway 13.
Cleared ILS runway 13, Skymatix 001.
Six two three one, 3000, and you are cleared RNP approach runway 17.
3000 and clear RNP approach 166-231.
Right, so
047, confirm, still cleared to NOLA.
047, affirm.
Localizer capture.
Papa Hotel Oscar, airfield is in your 12 o'clock, 22 miles, report airfield.
yeah, Uncle John never turned to it. Now he wants to confirm, but it's like a mute point right now. Uncle John was supposed to turn to NOLAB when he was told to turn to NOLAB, but he just continued on his flight.
Sorry, Papa Oscar Hotel, airfield is in your
Flight
12 o'clock, 21 miles, report airfield inside.
Alright, so we're getting up to the first ring, and at the first ring we're going to pull the first flap. Now in this instance you guys can see the speed window already opened. The speed window already opened, so this is not a very good example, but it will teach you to still do most of it. So you need to now concentrate on the second line to make sure that you are able to go down to gear down and flaps 15 over there. So we need to slow down. We can use speed brake if we have to. Just pull it a bit. Alright, so now we're going to go gear down. It will create more drag, bringing the speed down ever so more. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull flaps 15. That was very close to the red band. That was a little bit close.
Flaps 15 set.
So we're going to reduce this. I'm going to go directly now to VREF +5 and just follow on with the flaps, because we need to now be configured or start configuring for finals there. So we're very close. And that's our landing flap set. Right as we reach that line, there's the runway, and we are ready and
Flaps
configured for landing. Alright, I think I might have forgotten my speed brakes out, so it will probably penalize me for that. We'll have to check. Established on the ILS runway 13, Skymatix 001. I can't hear a word. Apologies, sir, the volume was turned down. Skymatix 001, we are established on the ILS.
001, clear to land runway 13, wind 110 degrees 8 knots.
Thank you, sir. Clear to land runway 13, Skymatix 001.
Batik 6231, joining final runway 17.
Batik 6231, clear to land runway 17, the wind data.
Clear to land Batik 6231.
Indonesia 377, Vulkan control, hello, proceed direct David, climb flight level 340.
Ujung Papa Correction, Hotel Mike Yankee, request heading to the left to mountain in front of us.
Making key approved. Skymatix 047, descent 4,500 feet, clear ILS, runway 13.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burchell.
Taxi lights on.
Ujung Papa Oscar Hotel, we got input inside.
Oscar Hotel, Roger, enter, join and report, left hand downwind, runway 09er.
Join left hand downwind, runway 09 Papa Oscar Hotel.
Approaching 13.
November Papa Delta, report airfield inside.
We'll call you.
Hotel Mike Yankee, if you're lost, you can turn left heading 155 to join solo.
3 approaching minimums.
Papa Romeo uniform, on final runway 09.
Papa Romeo uniform, clear to land runway 09er, no wind data.
Clear to land runway 09, Papa Romeo uniform, 500.
Speed break up.
Ujung Hotel Mike Yankee, request direction to Adisito.
Hotel Mike Yankee, sorry, I don't know where is it.
Say again for Hotel Mike Yankee.
Hotel Mike Yankee, you can proceed at your own discretion as you are VFR, and you can report once you have the airfield inside.
Nice one, sir.
Thank you, guys. Let's get off here.
Roger, Hotel Mike Yankee, can you follow? Ujung November Papa Delta, have airfield in.
November Papa Delta, join and report left hand runway 09er. Confirm you still have the Cessna 172 inside.
Landing procedure.
Affirmative, we still have traffic inside.
Yeah,
Papa Delta, Roger, so you're number 2 behind. Report left hand downwind, runway 09er.
Report left hand downwind, Papa Delta.
After landing procedure completed.
Vasily, no, I don't. But if you give me a minute or so, I can tell you a rule of thumb that's not 100% correct, but it is close enough to be used, which I use. I just want to get out of ATC area yet. Let me just go and park somewhere.
Indonesia 419er, hello, startup and pushback approved. Expect clearance during taxi.
Flaps up. And set.
Expect clearance before taxi, Indonesia 419er.
Skymatix 001, runway vacated.
Skymatix 001, roger, taxi gate 13.
Gate 13, Skymatix 001. Now we need to go find that. You know what, I can see if this will work.
Papa Romeo uniform on block.
Romeo uniform, roger, you may leave frequency sampai jumpa.
What did he say? 13, eh? I think he said 13.
Terima kasih. Thank you, Papa Romeo uniform.
Ujung kontrol Batik 6231 one block.
6231 may leave frequency sampai jumpa.
Leave frequency sampai jumpa juga.
Skyline 047 at ISAF.
047, you were clear 4,500 feet. Can you expedite descent?
It's Flight Factor's airport visual system, Chris.
Indonesia 419, are you ready to copy clearance?
We are ready to copy clearance. Indonesia 419 left.
Indonesia 419, so open 1 alpha departure, runway 09er, flight level 360, stroke 5406.
You're welcome.
Clear to Sanahata, Transport 30, open 1 alpha departure, dashboard number is 5406, Indonesia 419.
419er, right back correct.
Ujung Papa Oscar Hotel, downwind away 09.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Oscar Hotel number 1, report final, runway 09er.
Number 1, report final, runway 09, Papa Oscar Hotel.
On the block, Skymatix 001. Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Okay, so let's talk about assumed temperature. There are a couple of rules that you need to understand first. Number one, the normal range for assumed temperature is between 30 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. You can go higher than 60, but it's not very useful. And you cannot go below 30. So your SEL, in actual fact, the first usable SEL temperature is 31 in the Zibo. Okay, so if you put 30 in there, ain't gonna work either, even though it's part of the range. Okay, don't know why exactly, but it's irrelevant why. So if you have in your mind, you can put any value between 31 and 60. Then there's a rule of thumb that says your OAT is 27. Okay, if you double that, you can start from there and then work backwards. Okay, so what you typically find is in a temperature situation in Europe, for instance, your average OAT, depending on the time of year, would typically be 16. Here it's 27. It's in the tropics. It's very hot here, so it's a different ball game. But the same principle applies. If you multiply your OAT and it's in that range, start there and then work backwards, down, down, down to a lower temperature. What I have found in the general flights that I do, you can watch any of my videos, a good value is actually anywhere from 31 to about 40. Those are the better values. So once you understand that principle of doubling the OAT, obviously that has to be, you know, if you're in a cold temperature, let's say 5 degrees or minus 5 degrees, you're not even going to get nowhere close to 30 degrees. So start at 31 then, all right, and then work your way up. But if you are over the temperature, like now, I mean, that is 54 degrees. It's useless to put 54 because you're going to get a not so good value. So then you start working backwards. What you then want to do is you want to have an N1 between 92 and 98. All right, so you're gonna have to go think about everything I'm telling you, because those are the rules that you need to get used to. So it needs to be 31 to 40. Those are the better values. Your N1 needs to be between 92 and 98, and these are just all based on a rule of thumb. And once you understand, if you higher or lower your SEL temperature, that will increase or decrease your N1. You just got to find your happy place. Now, this does not take into account the length of the runway. That's where common sense comes in and some experience. I mean, if you're taking from John Wayne Santa Ana in California, it's a very short runway. There, you're not going to mess around with this rule of thumb. You've got to be more accurate and probably use a bleeds off takeoff, so you're going to have to now learn those things as well. But it's a good place to start. Between 30 and 40, your N1 needs to be between 92 and 96, depending on your load and the length of that runway. And then it becomes a question of experience. If your runway is 2,000 meters, you need more power than if this thing is 6,000 meters. And then you just adjust your N1 accordingly, and the N1 will adjust according to the SEL temperature. And that's a silly rule of thumb that seems to work very well, that a real pilot taught me many years ago. So then after understanding that, it becomes practice. Go play with the SEL temperature, play with it, see where N1 goes to, whether it goes up and down, and stay in the band. If you're doing a cutback takeoff and you have to do the noise abatement procedures and things like that, it gets a little bit more tricky, but that's not what it's about now. So Vasily, I hope that gives you some indication. I can't make it more simpler than that. It's going to mean you have to go now and practice it. Obviously, if you use TopCat, it's going to be a little bit more accurate. If you use that toolbox program, SEL generally doesn't work there. So, sorry, not SEL, a derated takeoff influences the SEL. So then it becomes tricky. Every time I ask Zibo when he's going to fix up his calculator, he just says to me, doesn't have time, other priorities. He'll get to it when he's ready, so we must just wait. And until then, you got to just improvise, I suppose, or skip it altogether. Just go for as maximum thrust that you can get. And I'm waiting 30 seconds, then I can disconnect. Uncle John, oh, hang on, let me go back on Discord. Uncle John is muted. Okay, guys, I am back on Discord, guys. And there's Uncle John landing, well, taxiing off now. Excellent. Thanks, Tommy. Awesome, Vasily. Yeah, just go play with it. If you scroll through a couple of my videos, you don't have to watch everything. Just go to the place where I pick the values. You'll see. I make educated guesses based upon lots of experience. Peter, thank you for being with us. You enjoy yourself. Absolutely, Saber. Just want to take a photo before I disconnect. Thanks, Papino. Stay well. And everybody, having left or not left, thank you so much for watching. This is a long flight. There's a few more, and then we're done with the tour, and then we go do more exciting flights and challenges and things again. But thank you for supporting us and being with us during this time. It's really awesome of you. Thank you. Peter, I'll contact you in the week. Last week was crazy, and then we go have a bit of a coffee and a breakfast again. It will probably be Tuesday or Wednesday will be a good time for me, and then we'll quickly go meet up. Okay, I'll let you know. Yeah, we'll do the next leg this evening. Saber, the only reason we won't be doing the next leg this evening, if it happens, is if something goes wrong with the upgrade. Guys, we're going to literally, I'm asking you for the second time, I've put it now in writing on Discord, please don't start new flights. Finish what you're doing and give us a fair chance to actually do the update of the VA properly and correctly. I don't want a repeat of last week's consternation with things going corrupt and weird and silly. I don't have energy to sit here for another 8-9 hours to figure it out. If you can just give us that cap, it would be much appreciated. Don't file PIREPs, don't do flights, please. Crester, I did. I tagged absolutely everyone in the VA chat room. I did put a tag to everyone, so all of you guys would have received the notice. We don't have time for all these fancy things to put headers and things, Krister. It's a live database and we need to integrate some new stuff. We've changed the tables in the database, so it's a bit of an issue for us now. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. Right. Picture, smile, guys. Thank you so much for flying with Paul and Uncle John. Alright, let's shut down and take our picture.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Uncle John, I see you never turned directly to that waypoint. You just continued on your flight plan. The guy didn't say anything, but I just wanted to tell you, if he gives you an instruction to go directly to a place, you need to actually go there. Just FYI.
Clearly, I didn't pick it up and I didn't question it.
Yeah, and he didn't say anything again. He gave me an instruction. I actually sent him a PM to ask him to give me it in writing or phonetically. He ignored me, so I also just continued the way I went, you know. But fortunately, he sounded like a great guy. He wasn't, you know, complaining, so we left it.
He handled everything extremely well, considering some of the transmissions were abysmal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, some of those guys need to check their mics. But you see, if somebody doesn't tell them, they won't know, you know. So, okay, let's quickly see here. Okay, my landing rate for those guys keeping score was 100 foot per minute. Exactly. Okay, I'm filing this flight, then I'm gonna knock off, guys, so we can start with this update. I hope you're gonna enjoy the new version. For those of you that know what's coming, it's rather nice. So thanks again for all the support, guys. We'll talk later. Stay well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.